Dear students, hello and welcome to this new English lesson on أونروا TV. I wish you a good time, full of joy and benefit. Dear students, do you eat in class? Do you shout in class? Of course no, because these are bad things to do. So we say, you mustn't eat in class and you mustn't shout in class. Okay, do you come to school early? Do you do your homework? Of course, yes. These are good things to do. So we say, you must come to school early and you must do your homework. So dear students, in today's lesson, we are going to learn how to use must and mustn't. First of all, let's look at the following pictures to decide which is right and which is wrong. Now, let's look at the following two pictures. Look, which is wrong and which is right. Yes, thank you. This is wrong and this is right. Let's move to the next ones. Okay, which is wrong here? Thank you very much. This is wrong and this is right. The next, look carefully. Which is wrong here? Thank you very much. And this is right. Now look here. Which is wrong? Yes, thank you very much. Of course. This is wrong and this is right. What about these? Yes, thank you very much. This is wrong and this is right. Thank you very much. Now, dear students, let's have the last two pictures. Which is wrong and which is right? Thank you very much. This is wrong and this is right. Thank you very much. Now, dear students, let's look at the following picture. How we have a teacher and students. The teacher's name is Mr. Jamal. Where are they? Excellent. They are in the class. Mr. Jamal and the students are talking about some school rules. Some school rules. So, we will listen to the following conversation between Mr. Jamal and the students, and then you have to tell me the rules Mr. Jamal asks students to follow. So, let's go.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Mr. Jamal.
Why are you late, Hassan? You must come to school early.
I am sorry, Mr. Jamal.
Where are your books? You mustn't forget them.
They are at home. I am sorry.
Boys, you must do your homework. You mustn't talk in class and run in school.
Thank you very much, dear students. And now I'll ask you the following question. Who was late? Good. A boy called Hassan. And what did Mr. Jamal tell Hassan to do? Excellent. Mr. Jamal told Hassan that he must come early. He must come early to school. Okay, what did Hassan forget? Very good. He forgot his box. And he said that he is sorry for that. The students forgot his box. So, Mr. Jamal told him that you mustn't forget your box. You mustn't forget your box. And now, dear students, as you can see, Mr. Jamal is giving some rules for the students to follow. He said, boys, you must do your homework. You must do your homework. You mustn't talk in class and run in school. You mustn't talk in class and run in school. So, dear students, let's now remember together the rules of Mr. Jamal. So, Mr. Jamal's rules. The first one was, you must come early. He said to the students, you must come early to school. You must do your homework. You mustn't talk in class. And finally, you mustn't run in school. As you can see, dear students, Mr. Jamal used must in the first two sentences. You must come early. You must do your homework. But in the last two ones, he used mustn't. You mustn't talk in class. You mustn't run in school. Okay, why did he use here must and here mustn't? Excellent, thank you very much. He used must because coming early to school and doing your homework are good things. That's why he used must. So, must is used for good things. Must come early and must do your homework. But mustn't is used to talk about bad things. Bad things. So, you mustn't talk in class and you mustn't run in school. So, dear students, again, how we have must and mustn't. Must is used to talk about good things that we have to do, and mustn't for bad things. Bad things. Now, dear students, do you know the rules of your school? Can you tell me some of them? Can you use must and mustn't for your school rules? Okay, now let's have some school rules together. First of all, let's start with rules using must. Must. So, we're going to talk about good things that we do at school. Let's start with the first one. Look, the teacher is talking. So, the first rule is, you must listen to the teacher. You must listen to the teacher. So, this is a good thing, how we used must. The second one, look, you must raise your hand to ask. If you want to ask your teacher something, then you must raise your hand. So this is a good thing. The third one, look, the boy is doing his homework. So, you must do your homework. You must do your homework. This is a good thing too. The last rule, look, what do the students wear? Excellent, they wear school uniform. You must wear school uniform. You must wear school uniform. So this is a good thing too. Now, dear students, let's move to some rules using mustn't. Using mustn't. And as we said, we use mustn't for bad things. Look, the children are drinking and eating in the class. Is it good to drink and eat in the class? Of course, no. So, you mustn't eat or drink in the class. You mustn't eat or drink in class. So, this is a bad thing. The next one, look, the boys are fighting. This is a bad thing. You mustn't make problems. You mustn't make problems. So, as we said, this is a bad thing. This is a bad thing. The next one, look, he is shouting. He is shouting. Is it good to shout in a class? Of course, no. So, you mustn't shout in a class. You mustn't shout in a class. So, this is a bad thing too. Now, let's have the last one. Look, can you smoke in a class? Of course, no. This sign means no. So, you mustn't smoke in a school. You mustn't smoke in a school. And now, dear students, it's time to watch a short video from the British Council. It's about a little girl called Kitty telling us some of her school rules. Now, let's watch this video to know these rules.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Kitty?
I got into trouble at school today because I took Hero to school.
You mustn't take pets to school.
But why?
Because it's a rule. Can you think of any other school rules? Things you must or mustn't do?
I mustn't eat in class. I mustn't shout or be cheeky. And I mustn't take pets to school.
And what about things you must do?
We must wear school uniform. We must do our homework. And we must arrive on time. Oh, and our teacher said that tonight. I must stay up late and I absolutely must watch a film.
Now that's cheeky. You must go to bed early before I catch you. I'm coming after you.
Thank you very much, dear students. And now, let's have the rules of Kitty's school. Kitty said, I mustn't eat in class, I mustn't shout, I mustn't take animals. Look, she used mustn't. So these are bad things. Bad things. I mustn't eat in class, I mustn't shout, and I mustn't take animals. Now, let's move to the other rules. She said, I must wear school uniform. I must do my homework. I must arrive on time. Look, she used must. So these are good things. I must wear school uniform. I must do my homework. And I must arrive on time. Thank you very much. Now, dear students, let's have the first activity for today. So we're going to choose either must or mustn't. Let's look at the following picture. The girl tries to pick flowers. Pick flowers. Is it good to pick flowers? Of course, no. So we say mustn't. Mustn't. The girl mustn't pick flowers. But look here. The girl is watering the flowers. She waters flowers. So this is a good thing. So here we use must. Must. The girl must water flowers. The girl must water flowers. Look here. We have a boy throwing the book. Is it good to throw the book? Of course, no. So he will say mustn't. You mustn't throw the book. But look. Another boy, he tries to put the book on the shelf. So this is a good thing. How we use must. You must put the book on the shelf. The next one, look, the boys are sitting near TV. Are sitting near TV. It is not good. Sitting near TV harms your eyes. So you mustn't sit near TV. You mustn't sit near TV. But look, these boys have or keep space. Keep space. So this is a good thing. How we say you must keep space while watching TV. You must keep space while watching TV. Now look, the boy kicks the door. Kick the door. Is it good? Of course, no. So we use mustn't. Mustn't. You mustn't kick the door. You mustn't kick the door. But look, this boy is ringing the bell. He rings the bell. So this is a good thing. Must. Must. You must ring the bell. You must ring the bell. Very good. And now, dear students, this is the break time. After that, we will continue our lesson about must and mustn't. Stay with us. Welcome back, dear students. And now let's have this activity. choose the correct answer. Now look, we have a sentence and 3 options. Let's complete this sentence by choosing one of them. Look at the picture. The children are helping their dad. You must help, helps or helped your dad. Look how we use help. You must help. As you can see, dear students, we choose the infinitive, the verb in the first form. We choose the verb that has no additions. So, helps is wrong and helped is wrong too. So, the right thing to say is, you must help your dad. We cannot say, you must helps or you must helped. So, after must, we use the infinitive, the verb in the first form. Now, let's have another one. Look, you must sleeps, sleep or sleeping early. Okay, what would you choose? Thank you very much. We will choose sleep because it is infinitive. Infinitive. We cannot say you must sleeps or you must sleeping. We have to say you must sleep. You must sleep early because after must we have to use the verb in the first form, the infinitive. Good. Another one. You must do or does or did your homework. Okay. Thank you very much. You are right. You must do your homework. You must do your homework. Thank you. The last one, dear students. You must visits or visit the library. Very good. You must visit. You must visit the library. So, again, after must, dear students, we choose the verb in the first form, the infinitive, without any addition. We cannot say you must visiting or you must visits. We say you must visit, you must play, you must go, and so on. Now, dear students, let's move to this picture. As you can see, we have a lot of signs in the street. So while walking, you see a lot of signs. Each sign tells you something that you must or mustn't do. And now, let's look at the following picture. What is it? Good. Traffic lights. Traffic lights. When you see the red light, it means you must or mustn't stop. The red light tells you that excellent, you must stop. You must stop. Another sign. Look at the policeman. He's holding the sign stop. This sign means you must or mustn't move on. Very good. You mustn't move on. You mustn't move on. Now, dear students, on the beach, you can find this sign. This sign means you must or mustn't swim here. For the dangerous areas, we say you mustn't swim here. You mustn't swim here because it is dangerous. Okay, this sign means you must or mustn't turn left. Thank you very much. You must turn left. You must turn left. Okay, you must or mustn't use the mobile phone here. Very good. You mustn't. This sign means you mustn't use the mobile phone here. Okay, when you see this sign, very good. It means you mustn't ride your bike here. You mustn't ride your bike here. The last one, dear students, this sign tells you that you must. Very good. You must go ahead. You must go ahead. Thank you very much. And now let's choose true or false. True or false. Look, the first sentence. You must make noise at home. Is it good to make noise at home? Of course, no. So this is false. The next one. You mustn't walk quietly. You mustn't walk quietly. Look. Of course, no. You must cross the road carefully. You must cross the road carefully. Yes, thank you very much. This is a good thing. So, true. The last one, dear students. You mustn't work hard. You mustn't work hard. Of course, no. It's false. We must work hard. Now, dear students, let's see the following pictures. How we have to tell the good things using must and the bad things using mustn't. Okay, this is a bus. On the bus, you can do things and cannot do things. You can do good things and cannot do bad things. For example, you can say, on the bus, you must arrive early. You must arrive early. And you must sit quietly. You must sit quietly. Okay, what about the bad things that we mustn't do? Very good. On the bus, you mustn't eat. And on the bus, you mustn't shout. So, arriving early and sitting quietly are good things that we must do. But eating and shouting on the bus are bad things that we mustn't do on the bus. Now, let's move to this picture. It is a library. So, in the library, there are things that we must do and things that we mustn't do. What about the things that we must do? Thank you very much. For example, you must be quiet. You must be quiet. And you must keep it clean. You must keep the library clean. Okay? The bad things, you mustn't run. And you mustn't shout. So, these are good things that we must do, and these are bad things we mustn't do. And as you can see, how we used must and how we used mustn't. Now, dear students, let's move to this activity, rearrange. How we have a group of words, and then you have to make a correct sentence. Study, you, hard, and must. Okay, what would you say? Very good. You can say, you must study hard. You must study hard. The second one, how we have mustn't, you, in a class, and eat. Okay, it becomes, thank you very much, you are right. It becomes, you mustn't eat in a class. You mustn't eat in a class. The last one, dear students, quiet, you, be, must. Very good. It becomes, you must be quiet. You must be quiet. And now, dear students, let's move to the last activity for today. What would you say? What would you say in the following situations? Now look, we have a sign on the grass. This sign means that you mustn't, very good, you mustn't walk on the grass. You mustn't walk on the grass. Another one, how we have a dentist and a boy. As you can see, the boy's teeth hurt him. The boy is saying, I have a toothache. I have a toothache. The dentist says, you must, okay, can you tell me something good that the boy must do? Very good. You must brush your teeth. You must brush your teeth. As you can see, dear students, the dentist used mustn't. You mustn't. Okay, can you tell me bad thing? A bad thing that the boy mustn't do? Very good. For example, you can say, you mustn't eat lots of sweets. You mustn't eat lots of sweets. Very good. Now look, this boy wants to go out, but he cannot because of rain. Because of rain. Now, this boy says that you must, okay, if this boy wants to go out and it is raining, so he must have, very good. Here, you can say, you must take an umbrella. You must take an umbrella. Very good. Now, dear students, let's have the last one. Look, this boy played football. He broke his leg and he's saying now, my leg hurts me. My leg hurts me. This man says, you mustn't what? Very good. You mustn't play football. You mustn't play football because your leg might hurt you. Now, dear students, this is the end of our lesson. But first, let's have this project for you to do. Tell me about your home rules. Tell me about your home rules. You can write these home rules on a sheet and then stick it on the wall. So, dear students, this is the end of our lesson. Thank you very much for watching and goodbye.